What's going on, everybody? Let's move my microphone in case it's too far away. It's your boy Arah, bringing you the Flightless Street Fighter 6 Weekly, week number 9. To be honest, this is probably going to be the last one, because I was only planning to do them for 2 more weeks, and then next week I'm busy. So, yeah, we're going to make the most of it though, because we have 16 very heavy hitters in the bracket tonight, of course, duking it out to get that Flightless crown. Players from Australia and New Zealand both in this, and yeah, very excited to see who ends up taking it out in the end. But to start off, we do have New Zealand versus Australia, I believe. So we do have a player by the name of Yesin, who is a Terry. And we have T2 Tangy, also known as Troy tonight, who is from New Zealand. Yeah, it's just me commentating. I mean, if you want to jump in and commentate, you're more than welcome to, but you know, we shall see. Oh, Trevo's bronze now? Wow, good stuff, man. Well done. Alright, people, so we're going to kick this off with an absolute banger of a match. T2 Tangy and Yesin. Bro, Trevor reckons he plays Street Fighter. He don't know what he's doing. These players do know what they're doing. Now, today I spent a long time trying to fix many internet issues and game issues that I was having. So, let's hope that I have no interruptions tonight. Bro, I've been playing Street Fighter. Don't worry about that. But here we go, people. Bit of a banger of a matchup here. We have Sagat, who is, of course, a godlike... Well, he's kind of a jack of all trades. He's pretty slow moving, but he is an extremely good zoner. And if he manages to get up in your face, you're in big trouble. Terry, on the other hand, of course, a little bit more sort of speedy on the screen. Has a little bit more of a leeway when it comes to the neutral game. But when you're getting trapped in the corner like that, there's not much you can do. Of course, very, very strong start to T2 Tangy over here. He has been grinding out the Sagat. Yeah, sorry, it's already started. Already started, mate. Apologies. Alright, what are we doing over here? We're gonna spend all the meter for this. Yo, thank you, Tony N, for the follow. What? You only just started following now? I feel like there might be a tactical play to get your name set on the stream, but if not, I apologize. Regardless, T2 Tangy's gonna have to apologize to Yesin right now after bullying him so hard. Oh, Yesin had an opportunity, T2 Tangy whiffing in front of his face, but he was kind of so scared after being absolutely bashed in the corner for that long. Yo, Riskets, man, come on, man. Thank you for the follow, though. I appreciate that. Even if you were already following. T2 Tangy being pushed into the corner. Yesin had the right idea, but I think the input unfortunately went wrong. So first game, T2 Tangy. Alright. We changing characters over here? Okay, we got the Marisa coming out. So, bit more of a big body character here. No fireballs, just straight aggression. That's what we're about to see over here. Sagat, in the right hands, can be very strong. Same with Marisa. Marisa is the character that I feel like doesn't get a hell of a lot of sort of like high level representation sort of at bigger tournaments these days, but I've always found Marisa to be a really sort of fun character to play and a fun character to watch. We've got the knockdown here, big pressure, but T2 Tangy says, I don't care about any of that, gonna spend some of my drive meter just to say, get off of me. Sort of expected that Yesin would try to continue the approach there. But here we go, back in the corner once again, dealing with the drive rush pressure. This time Yesin actually decides to push a button to try and shut T2 Tangy down. Doesn't work out, unfortunately, but that time we are gonna get the punish counter. Mix-up opportunity. You saw there that Yesin backed up, of course, expecting that T2 Tangy would try to match the aggression with a button of their own, but that was not the case. And Yesin getting on the board with the Marisa pick. Zooey Mama. Can I coach you? I might go to Rambats this weekend. I might be able to coach you at Rambats. We shall see. Oh! Alright. Yesen's looking really good right now. Can we maintain this offense though? Yes, we can. We're going all the way to the final game here. Very underrated pick. And an unexpected pick, perhaps. Sagat, of course, finding it a little bit harder to deal with someone actually being the one to push the buttons in their face. You know, when the tables get turned, things get a little bit more tricky. Nice, great usage of the armor there. Yesen is slightly behind in life, but has an opportunity to really rush him down. Hard knockdown, what are we going to do with it though? Yeah, Yesen definitely feels a lot more confident on the offense here. Delay timing, and T2 Tangy going to fall for it. That is it. And Yesen is on set point here. Of course, it is a first to 2. Clearly has figured something out. The armor, again, working out well. It's really sort of forcing T2 Tangy to rethink the way that they're sort of approaching the matchup. Here we go, great usage of the drive rush. T2 Tangy going to find a way in, pushing you very close to the corner, which is the best place to have your opponent, but fumbles the combo, unfortunately. Don't seem to matter too much though. We're getting you straight back over there once again. Yes, I'm probably going to try and use armor. Yep, there we go. Expected that. With the DP, it's going to be really tough for Yesen to bring this one back. What are we going to do though? Oh, okay. That was super scary. But T2 Tangy does manage to close out the round. We're going all the way to the bitter end right now. The jump in. Yes, and I'm not sure what they were thinking with that attack. Of course, T2 Tangy just jumped right at the beginning of the round. We're going to get mad damage off of this. Well, probably going to be better off going for some Oki, but no, we're actually going to spend all the meter just to sort of get as much of a life lead as possible. Still got that corner positioning as well, so that's always good. Drive rush Oki. Nicely done. Yesen still locked in that corner position. You had to make a move. T2 Tangy not calling out the jump though. Alright, big buttons coming out. T2 Tangy is backing off quite low on the drive meter, so it's kind of harder to really go super aggro there. But Yesen does find a way to get the level 3 off. And it's going to be critical art, because we're in the yellow health. Watch out, you're going to get burned out, son. Oh, shit, and that's a stun. Yesen doesn't need much to take this. Don't fumble. He did not drop that dun-da-dun, and so Yesen will be moving on the winner's side. The Marisa pick doing work. Very, very well done. Alright. So, we're moving on to the next one. Hey, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate that right there. So, we are moving on to a... Oh, this is both Auckland players facing off here, but we have Ghost Chips taking on King Lewis for this one. Ghost Chips, of course, fresh off of a victory at Hambats over the weekend, and he won in Auckland the week before. So, Ghost Chips has definitely been doing the work offline. We have to see if he can back it up online here. Of course, something that people should be thinking about if you are entering this tournament is that the Esports Nations Cup qualifiers are like next week. So you want to be definitely bringing your A game if you want to try and qualify for that global stage. Ghost Ship says he's on Ghost Ship's PS. Alright, well, I will track you down. First I need to find King Lewis though. I'm blind, I missed it. Where are we at though? Where are we at though? Alright, he's on the Ingrid? What in the world? Alright. And Ghost is on Ghost Chips. What the hell? Why can't I follow you? That's annoying. Not to worry, but it looks like King Lewis is going to go with the Ingrid here. They are a Zangief main, so that's kind of a bit of a surprise. Hopefully everybody is having a great Thursday night so far. It's been a kind of busy day for me. Well, I mean, I was at work. Then after I finished work, I had to spend ages trying to fix computer issues, which I think are resolved now. It seems like things are going okay so far, so I'm just going to count my blessings here and let's see how this matchup ends up going. Ingrid, newer character to Street Fighter 6. Ghost Chips on that classic Bison, who he was known for back in Street Fighter V. My thoughts on the new Jackars, bro? They need to put Bam. They need to put Bam in way more things. No Bam, no buy. Shit. Alrighty, I'm starting to get some results in here, by the way, people. Bam, a bigot? Surely not. Bam's the GOAT. Bam Margera was my fucking idol as a child. Viva La Bam, dude? I wish I was on Viva La Bam. I'll run them sort of top to bottom, Laney. Yeah, I'll run them top to bottom. Regardless though, let's focus on the game here because Ghost Chips has figured something out. He's going to get hella damage on this combo. No way would he fumble that. I want a do-over! Right, King Louis looking pretty good on the Ingrid though. Of course, quite a interesting character and very, very different to a character like Zangief when you think about it. Almost the polar opposite. But the thing about Ingrid is she can play a very, very unusual style. She's an extremely solid zoning character, but if you let her go in and start doing some combos on you, it's going to be hella damage. Oh my god, the trap combo actually working out for King Louis there. Unfortunately did not get the ending, so Ghost Chips is going to find the way back in. Oh, throw loops attempted. King Louis started pushing buttons there. Of course, that's one of the ways you can deal with that kind of pressure, but you ain't going to escape this. Ghost Chips will take out game one with the super. That's it. King Louis's Ingrid is looking pretty solid right now, though. Have to say. Dolphon, explain this in Tekken terms? I don't know what you want me to say, to be honest. I mean, we had a very, very solid match there. Very good spacing, but unfortunately King Louis's timing was caught. Tried to sort of push buttons, but got counter hit in the corner. And then they got basically rage-arted for their own demise. Explain this in Fortnite terms. Ghost Chips got the Victory Royale. And he had the Dr. Doom item. The shit that makes him OP. Because he's playing OP character. By the way, only honest character in this game, Street Fighter 6, the only honest character is Cammy White. Just want everybody to know that. King Louis on an extremely OP character, Robot Zangief. Oh, tries it with the big low. Not today, mate. We're going back over to the corner here. About to get a fat wall Oki situation for Ghost Chips. He's going to spend some super meter. Of course, you got to watch your drive meter right now too. Spacing slightly off, unfortunately, from King Louis. Yeah, I was having issues with everything, Trevor. But I think the first issue I had with Tekken, the Polaris stuff, I think updating my BIOS fixed that. But then I started having network issues, and then I ended up resetting my entire network at my house, and that seems to fix it. Ken's like, don't know much about Street Fighter. I've heard Ghost Chips is a bit of a legend though. Yeah, Ghost Chips, a multi-time Street Fighter V New Zealand national champion, and also represented New Zealand at the Global Esports Games a few years back and got the bronze medal. So extremely strong player. Oh, but King Louis saying, hey, talk about me, man. This Zangief is very, very solid, especially doing great work using the modern control scheme that allows you to get sort of instant reaction moves like that. Of course, that is still possible on Classic, but much more difficult to do. Unfortunately, his time is up, though. The timing was caught. King Louis expecting Ghost Chips to come in with more buttons, but I think Ghost Chips was way too far ahead in terms of resources to really be bothered even thinking of doing that. So hard luck, of course, to King Louis there. But that is the end of that match. Alrighty, people. So give me a sec. I have have some results. So off stream, it is going to be Lily's dad versus King Lewis. We're going to move on to our first winner's side top 8 qualifying match. Of course, we only have 16 players in the bracket here, so there's not too many matches that you could be seeing. I'm being spoken about in Brecky. Who did this? Who was it? Let me check that right now. I'm not playing right now, so that one might not be. Have you seen the event in Empire Tavern tomorrow? Oh, are you talking about the Tekken one in Auckland? Oh, okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Warlock be DQ'd to losers. Alright, sorry everyone. Yeah. That looks like it will be pretty fun. It's a bit of a mish for me, but you know, we'll see how we go. Oh, there's another person with my name. Wait, what? Spelt like that? That's definitely a rip-off thing. Whoever that is needs to check themselves before they wreck themselves. That's crazy. Is this guy on a different account or something? Come on, man. That's kind of annoying. Well, let's show it from us. Inman timer or DQ. Alrighty, people. Okay. You can't take my name? I'm still gonna have my own name, bro. What are you talking about, man? Alright, Yesin is going to go with the Marisa here. Altanus. Altanus? Hopefully I'm saying his name right. But... what did I do wrong here? Alrighty. So, let me get my head back in the game here. I feel like I might have accidentally put in someone's result wrong. Altanus is a very strong Chun-Li player. Hailing from the Melbourne region, I think. But used to play in some tournaments I was running a little while back. For a company I don't like to talk about anymore. But Altanus used to do a really good job in those tournaments. This is the first time they've entered the weekly. Well, they did enter once and they had the DQ. This time they're playing for real. Of course, sending last week's champion Dano down to the loser's side in the first round there. So not strong. Altanus putting out those buttons there, trying to bait Yesin into pushing. Thought they might catch him with the second button there, but that was not the case. Here we go though. Wow. Is that for real? That's a crazy result. Last week's champion has been eliminated 0-2. That's just how violent it is out in these streets in the Street Fighter 6 weekly. Last week's champ is out. You're the only person here? Yeah, because everybody watches my stream on Twitch, the Donald Hot Dog. I normally only get like 2 or 3 viewers on TikTok. I'm a Twitch streamer who just happens to also stream on my TikTok, just to have it available for other people. Okay, lock situation, so wasn't able to get the stun there. Yes, and great usage of the armor. Oh, command grab! Boom! And that's gonna take it. Sometimes you just gotta do it to him, of course. Break the ankles? Oh my goodness. Schmicks up City, what are we doing to him? Oh, too far away for that. Eltona's getting a very, very nice shimmy combo here into the DI at the wall, and that's gonna kill. Insanely optimized play right there from Eltonas. Just sort of knew the situation well. Yes, and actually had the right spacing to avoid attacks from Eltonas there, but didn't act on anything. Sometimes the pressure gets to your head and it just becomes too difficult to sort of carry on. Alright, big buttons all day, delay timing, throw tech, getting the ear to ear, finding the grab out of the sky. We're going instantly into that level 3 just to say, get off of me, get some breathing room, get some damage on the board, and almost putting Eltonas into the stun situation. Oh, okay, slightly too slow on that one, so not going to get the actual anti-air combo, and so that will be the end. That's a 2-0 finish for Eltonas to move on to top 8 on the winner's side. Full-time TikTok viewer? Yo, big ups metal pipe falling sound effects, man. Bro, swap to Twitch, because that's... Well, I mean, hey, you're more than welcome to stay on the TikTok. Just, you gotta spread the word. You gotta tell people that I be streaming over there. Because people don't actually... I don't think people realize that I stream over there. I try to do multi-streams as much as I can. But, people, we shall move on to the next match. We have got Goo Goo Bird versus Grove for this match right here. Rashid, on Twitch right now it's like 35. My Tekken tournaments normally get like 70, 80. I see your messages quicker? Oh, I see your messages quicker on TikTok or on Twitch? Because half the time I'm not looking at my TikTok chat. Apologies. I guess it comes through a little bit faster. Yo! Huh? Trevo 2-0? What the hell? Why are you on an alt account, man? Thank you for the follow, though. Appreciate that. Bro, why did they even... I don't even know why they bothered doing that, to be honest. That was just a blatant cash grab. But regardless, people. We ain't worried about no dead or alive. We're trying to find out who's going to be dead and who's going to be alive after this match right here between Grove and Goo Goo Bird. Should also point out, of course, we do have Matcherino for tonight's tournament, which is at $0 right now. So there's no prize in the tournament thus far. But if you are watching and you got some time on your hands, feel free to log on to the Matcherino there, click some buttons, and you'll see the prize pool grow without you having to even spend anything. So it's definitely worth your time. Yo, thank you for the follow on TikTok, the Donald Hot Dog. Appreciate that, man. And thank you, ECO, for the follow on Twitch. I do hope you're enjoying the stream. Alright, Grove has Goo Goo Bird trapped in the corner here, but going to find a great way out with that counter hit. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, getting caught off guard by the projectile there. Goo Goo Bird off to a good beginning there, sort of getting a little bit tricky with it. But Grove isn't going to fall for tricks like that for too long. Alright, trying to go for some pressure. Gugubird actually dashes into the corner, thankfully finds their way out. They were going to put themselves in harm's way. But for what? Am I in Perth? No, I am in New Zealand. I am very far away from Perth. Talk! Oh my goodness. Talk getting caught by that. Gugubird, of course, going to get a... Oh, was going to get a proper combo, but just decides to go for a reset instead. Getting mad damage on there. Pixel Expo in Perth? You might have to elaborate on that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that is all about. Pixel Expo? Was that like a gaming thing or? Oh my goodness, great check from Grove. Sort of knew that Gugubird would try to find a way out of the corner. However, Gugubird did have the life lead there, so didn't really have to overextend. It was just kind of like, you know, got a little bit greedy, I think. Mix-up situation, and Grove managed to get the life lead back, force Gugubird into an uncomfortable situation, and made him pay the price. Oh, sick. So it's like a bunch of gaming tournaments and stuff. That sounds pretty cool. Are you in Perth? If you're in Perth, you should check out an event called the Iron Crown Arena, hosted by a group called Pika, P-I-K-A. Oh, big combos, but Grove just decides, you know, Hail Mary, why not at that point, right? If it didn't work, you're dead. If it did work, well, you got an opportunity. But there we go. Gugubird did manage to close out the round regardless. It was a one-hit situation for a long time. Boom, boom, boom! Alright, big combinations coming out. Swaggington City. Oh, he charged it up for way too long. Grove, of course, sensing murder. Got a chance to get up in there and start playing the game once again. Backswing blow for Grove. Going to spend a level 2 here. Oof. Damn, into the level 2? What's the Oaks? Oh! Damn, Gugubird not really getting too much out of that level 2 at all. Punish counter grab, but that's going to be enough to kill. What did Warlock do? Didn't show up. Well, he checked in and then he didn't say anything for 40 minutes. He did the LeBoy from the other night. Where LeBoy was like, bro, I think you did that on purpose, man. I checked in. It was like, bro, I pinged you like multiple times and you said nothing. Yeah, unfortunate stuff for Warlock. But you got to focus on Gugubird right now because he is absolutely bringing it back here. Grove was able to get that first game quite confidently, but Gugubird is really taking it to you. He's been able to keep Grove in that corner situation for a really long time there. I think just great usage of the drive meter as well. It's not just the matter of keeping someone in a position that works better for you, but also being able to get a lot of damage on them as well to really make them play your game. So far, Grove is making Gugubird play his game though. Has a fantastic life lead there. Managed to call out Gugubird wanting to escape the fate in the corner. And so we are going all the way to the final round. Bro, I should have known he was on the toilet. That's, you know, one talent that experienced TOs have. I thought I had enough experience for it, but unfortunately I do not have the psychic ability to know when a player is on the toilet. That's a skill I didn't spec into, unfortunately. Oh my goodness, mad damage on that. With the knockdown, Oki as well. Tries it with the grab, of course, not much needed to take this away. Gugubird, of course, only on level 1 though. You're being so careful there. Oh, Gugubird manages to find the drive rush, getting up in there, and it will be Gugubird taking the set away. 2-1. Final round situation. He went absolutely sicko mode. Great stuff there from both players. It will be Grove versus King Louis down on the loser's side. And of course, Gugabird versus Altinus later on tonight. Alright. I have some results for everybody. So we had 16 players tonight, but going home in the 13th equal position, we had Dano, last week's champion, out in 13th equal. Asher is better. Lily's dad, and we had Warlock, unfortunately disqualified because he did not show up for his matches. But thank you for entering these tournaments over the last few weeks. I do hope that you all enjoyed. And, well, next time I run one of these, hopefully I will see you there. But we are going to move on to the next one here, people, where we have an absolute bang. We have a previous Flightless champion by the name of Doorknobs coming to take on the man, the myth, the legend, Ghost Chips from New Zealand. Doorknobs are ranked? Come on, man. Is Luke ass? I don't know if I would say Luke is ass. I think a lot of the characters in this game are quite, you know, up there. I think Luke, though, is a character where other characters can do what Luke does better. So that's kind of the reason why not as many people play him. You gotta focus on Noah the Prodigy. DQ? Oh shit. I might have to boot out Doorknobs. He had such a strong beginning though, he put Lily's dad into losers. Maybe I should DQ him for that actually. By the way, if there's anyone watching my stream and you're wondering, bro, why did you plug on me on Tekken earlier? I fucking didn't. Alright? I had a really bad issue earlier where my game would just disconnect. It did it 6 games in a row. So, even games I was winning, it would disconnect. And then I finally got it working, and I'd lost so much points from disconnecting that I was on demotion match. I was very upset. But, that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes, people. It's not me! It's not me! I don't have the 18% DC rate. It's not me! Just waiting for Doorknobs to get here, people. Has been 2 minutes. We'll give him a, you know, a moment longer. Alright. The man is here. It wasn't me. It wasn't me that had the 18. Okay, it wasn't me. There's someone else out there who might genuinely be plugging. Or maybe they just have the same issue that I had. But here we go, people. Banger match right now. We have M. Bison versus Sagat. Doorknobs, hailing from Australia, taking on Ghost Chips from Auckland. This is going to be a really good match here. Both of these players, of course, extremely high level. We have got a lot of strong players in this tournament here, but these two, I'd have to say, are pretty exceptional. No glaze, no glaze. No, we ain't Krispy Kreme out here. We're just giving these players their props. Oh, shimmy attempted, of course, but Ghost Chips with the delay timing on the offense allowed him to sort of finish up the string at the same time that the bomb was going to go off. So he could basically just do whatever he wanted. Oh, damn! Instantaneous stomp in the sky. Doorknobs, though, great usage of the OD Tiger shot to get out of the wall, to get away from the corner. Ghost Chips doesn't need much to take this, though. Oh, you're trying to backdash there? That's rough. Doorknobs wanted to outspace, you know, the charge from Ghost Chips there. He unfortunately fumbled that one. I admire the attempt, though. If your timing was a little bit faster, could have been a totally different story right now. However, the story is looking good for Doorknobs. Well, it was up until the big bad wolf came to blow his absolute house down right now. And he got bombs on him, too. Oh, the dash shimmy too. That's how you know Ghost Chips is pretty confident right now. He got that level 3 too. He got the full stick of butter here. He's going to try and max the damage though. He's not going to spend a super meter just yet. Going to let that bomb go off. I'm the bomb and I'm about to blow up. Oh shit, now he's in the burnout situation. You cannot escape, you cannot go out. You are dead. Ghost Chips taken out game 1 there. He just got Doorknobs into a situation where he felt like he couldn't do anything. You know, pushing a button in that situation, you're going to get caught by, you know, a bigger button from Ghost Chips. You had to play some immaculate Street Fighter there if you wanted to survive that onslaught of pressure in the corner. But here we go though. He's bringing it back right now. Doorknobs taking it over to the wall. Max the damage here. What's the OCE as well? Manages to dash up. Of course, makes it very ambiguous as to what the next action is going to be. Here we go, fat combos coming out, and that is a perfect finish within 18 seconds. Doorknobs is onto something now. Nice, good check there. Ghost Chips was able to take the life lead at the beginning, but Doorknobs did find a way back in. He is knocking on heaven's door right now. And he got the doorknob for it. Must be a pretty special doorknob up there. Someone's got to tell me the lore behind, you know, why his name is Doorknobs, to be honest. Great usage of the drive reversal. Can be a risky option, but it allows you to make so much space between yourself and the opponent there. You don't have to deal with as many sort of aggressive mix-up situations, but you cannot survive being aggressively kicked in the legs by this giant man. Doorknobs getting a game on the board for himself. Of course, it's not going to take long before we get into our top 8 here, people. We only have this match, and then we have Volian versus Laney. After that, we will be moving on to our first of 3 matches for the night. So yeah, get hype, get hype. Final game, though, between these two players. Ghost Chips, of course, just has to sort of adjust his timing a little bit here so that Doorknobs is not able to catch him with those big buttons just like that. That was a counter hit as well. Ghost Chips, of course, trying to move forward and check Doorknobs' approach, but it is not going so well. Hella damage off of that, and more Oki, and it was an OD Tiger shot? Damn! Okay, Doorknobs. 1 round away from putting Ghost Chips into the loser's side. I don't know if that was the move that Ghost Chips wanted, but it's really gonna cost them. Put you down, getting that corner position though. Ghost Chips is going to find the grab there, just confidently moving forward. Doorknobs, not sure what to expect, but the backdash there, trying to call out Ghost Chips' throw attempt. He's going to spend all the meter, and I believe that will close out the round. He will go in to round 3 with no meter, but he's not really incredibly far behind Doorknobs here, because of course Doorknobs just only has the level 1. Makes your life a little bit easier here, but Doorknobs is starting off strong. 2 great moments of spacing there. He playing their footsie game. Oh, he trying to backdash though? I think, yeah, Doorknobs' backward movement has been getting him into a trouble there, but you saw that the strategy from Ghost Chips is just get him to the corner as quickly as I can. Oh, the check unfortunately going wrong. Doorknobs able to avoid the crouching light punch, or I think it might be crouching medium. Regardless, don't worry about what it was. Doorknobs going to take that set off of a failed check from Ghost Chips there, unfortunately. Big GG's. Is Street Fighter more popular than Tekken and OCE? No. I'm going to have to say no. And it's not just because I play more Tekken than Street Fighter, I think that's just a fact. I think Tekken is more casual friendly than Street Fighter, so I think that's the reason why. But regardless, they're both very good games. Okay. Which has more Fortnite collabs? Good point, actually. Street Fighter's winning in that department, guys. Tekken, step your game up. Alright, people, so we have another match for you. Or the last match that we'll have from the pools stage on stream is going to be the player known as Volian taking on Laney. So, let's go. Just trying to find Laney there. Not sure if I am just blind and... Oh, I think that might be Cafe Mocha. I think that was the name they were going by. Is it Cafe Mocha or was it Lilium? I think this is Laney, right? Shit. Fuck, wasn't meant to be capitals, but... Oh, yeah, it is them, yeah. Sweet. Okay. So we have the absolute beast mode Manon taking on Big Geef. Yo, hold on a minute. Alright. Big plays! Volian taking you over to the wall, going to get the stun combo here, allowing him to get a third medal as well. You get command grab, you're dead. But oh, Laney, no! They are going to be able to keep all of their super meter, thankfully, heading into the next round, but that was super unfortunate because it was so close. Oh, get knocked down though. Laney, of course, calling out all the tendencies of Volian there. However, they cannot avoid that command grab. And what a bait on the drive reversal as well. Genius play. Of course, you got the 5-stack 2. Hard knockdown, forcing you to play the guessing game once again. I think one tap into level 3 will take this away for Volian here, but Laney going to get an opportunity for themselves. Reset with the grab here into the instant level 3, and that's going to work out. This won't kill, but it's going to do hella damage. Yeah. Very, very nice. Don't get clipped now. Perfect parry. Into the corner, you're going to play the guessing game here, but you got clipped. That was the one thing I told you not to do. Don't get clipped, and now you got to listen to the music. La 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 la. Two extremely close rounds there, but Volian catching them both. We're going to game 2. Laney locking in with the Geef. Was your day 1 purchases coming out soon? What's that? What do you mean, sorry, Trevor? Oh, shit. Command grab. Oh, amazing use of the armor. You see that situation where, of course, it seems like it might be a bit of a checkmate. But Zangief has options, of course. Having that armor available really allows them to get out of harm's way. It is a bit of a risk to go for something like that, but when it works, it's beautiful. Oh my god, try fresh command grab. What's my day 1 purchases? Den Shotoku. I want to be buying that day 1. But I think I want to be in Canada when it comes out. Oh, we're charging up right now though. Oh, one game that I'll definitely be running tournaments for and that I'll definitely be buying day 1 is the Avatar fighting game though. When I'm back from Canada, it's on, people. It's on. Alright, it's on right now for Volian 2. Once again, a really favourable situation, of course, having the 5 medals and the level 3 available as well. The jump in into command grab. Laney never saw it coming. And Volian steals their heart like the absolute phantom thieves from Persona 5. And that's it, people. So, it will be Laney versus T2 Tangy. Denjitech got delayed till the 17th of July. So it's the day before I go to Canada. Make them run on Thursday? Yeah, I'll have to replace Street Fighter with Avatar. Sorry, people. But now we're in the absolute danger zone here, people, because it is time for top 8. So, yes, this is gonna be damn good. Give me a moment as I get this all ready to go, but hopefully everybody has been enjoying these Street Fighter tournaments for, you know, the time that I've been doing them. I, of course, only plan to run them until my wife was back from overseas, which she almost is, so I'm very excited about that, of course. But next week I'm not going to be at home. I have to go somewhere that week, so I will not be at my computer, and thus I won't be able to run a tournament next week. I might run one the following week, but we'll have to see. Okay, we'll have to see. If the demand is there, I'll do it. You gotta let me know, though. You gotta let me know. But yeah, when I'm back from Canada, we're gonna do some Avatar tour. It might not be a regular thing, but we'll do some for sure. Okay, all stream matches. Here's the 3. On stream is Altonus versus Googabird. And let me do that thing that I have to do, so give me a second. Make sure I read it. Hello, can you do Guile and Marisa, please? Well, this is a tournament, sorry, Mario, but I don't think either of these players play Guile or Marisa. We did have some Marisa earlier, though. So you could go back in the VOD and watch some Marisa gaming. But yeah, I think for this one, it's probably going to be Chun-Li versus Rashid. We'll bring in Googabird. You good, Marisa and Manon? I play Cammy. I think my Marisa is very, very average, and my Manon is also very average. But that's why I'm the host. That's why I'm just watching. We're of course in winners semi-final territory here, people. So we have Altonus from the Victorian region taking on OCE Chinese fighting game community Googabird. Tasmania. What characters don't I like? I like all the characters in Street Fighter. I think all the characters in Street Fighter are very honest. But I feel like the most annoying character to fight is Mai. Alright everyone, so we are underway, but holy shit, who did that? Someone just dropped $58 into the prize pool. So we are going to have a prize pool tonight. Our top 3 players will get paid out, and that was Volian with the $58.12. Volian, of course, in the winner's side, top 6 as well, so trying to get that money back, perhaps. But very, very much appreciated. Thank you so much, Volian, for the Matcherino donation. If you don't make it to top 3, well, the top 3 will be thanking you. Put him down. Swag him right now. That was the thing I needed to do. I needed to set up the prediction here. So if you wanted to use your Kiwi points and try to get some more Kiwi points, now is your opportunity. You got 2 minutes to cast your votes. Should put only enough to put first place and then win. Just the it's like the money laundering tactic. Both of these players looking very solid right now. Both with 1 round apiece. Great usage of the projectile from Googabird to avoid that pressure from Altonus there. But okay, maybe expecting a little too much, and now you have to deal with a fat level 3 to the forehead and the guts as well. He ain't surviving that. Altonus with a perfect finish there in game 1. Yo, Magic Mulchman gonna be getting in on the Avatar tournament? Hell yeah. That's what it's all about. Alright, of course, winner of this set will be guaranteed some prize money here. So, there is a lot at stake for both of these players. So far, Eltonus is looking very, very strong, though. Great usage of Chun-Li's buttons just to keep Gugubird locked down. But, oh my goodness, the DP has been baited. But the thing is, it's not even a DP. I guess just call it a reversal at that point. Invincible reversal. It's not a DP motion. It isn't even a punch. But it's just so easy. I can be brain dead and just call it. Someone that's not brain dead though, Eltonus with the absolute cross-up of doom and devastation, going to take out that first round. That was extremely not brain dead. Nice, really smart usage of the drive reversal there to completely shut down the pressure attempt from Gugubird. Oh, into the tornado. This guy think he Cristiano Ronaldo right now. Sweet. Oh, okay, did not get the ender off, so Eltonus will survive that little bit longer. Does manage to actually catch the approach of Gugubird there. I think Eltonus probably sort of expected that Gugubird would try to challenge him after that whiff. So this is good awareness from Eltonus here. Oh, you trying to overhead though once again? Oh, got punished on the tip range. Slidiana. Wow, that's actually a pretty long active frames button that Eltonus put out there. So very lucky that he did not get punished after the jump from Gugubird. Here we go though. My guy Gugubird knows his combos, that's for sure. Any situation where he's putting something out on the screen, he has a plan for what will follow it up. That's an important thing to consider when you're playing fighting games as well. You don't just push a button for no reason, you know? You gotta have meat behind those potatoes, right? That's what they'd be saying out there. Who are they? I don't know. But you know who's him right now? Eltonus, because he's gonna go for the absolute level 3 combo. Will this be enough to kill? I feel like it will. Yeah, no doubt about it. Second game, Eltonus. Super optimized. One more to make it to winners finals. Whoa! Yeah, aggressive beginning from Gugubird. He recognizes, no, he's down 2 games. He's got to start really putting the hurt on Eltonus here. His approach was checked. One of those things about Street Fighter, there's a lot more interactions that force you to play very close to your opponent. So you have to really focus on those sort of micro spacing situations where you can put a button out and just be close enough for it to connect. Great usage of the Hazanshu to be able to go over the projectile. Optimized combo once again. No way he fumbles that. He is going to spend the meter just to ensure the kill. So Eltonus now is on set point. Oh my god, the Slidiana, and it forces Gugubird to spend that drive meter for what? Then pushed it closer to the corner again, tried to jump out, and that was, well, a crosscut reversal there. That wasn't a punish or anything. I don't know what exactly the strategy was, but seems to be working okay. Eltonus has enough drive meter to safely sort of avoid whatever Gugubird is thinking here. Well, didn't even have to do anything really. That's a strength of a player where you are being pressured and your opponent is still respecting you. Very, very impressive. Oh my god, level 3 available as well. I'm pretty sure that is the end, people. Eltonus going to optimize it with the level 3. Built enough meter to close it out. That's it. 3-0. Eltonus. Well done. Well done. Alright. Let's move on, people. Got a banger of a match here. Next one, Doorknobs versus Voliant. You would have seen these players play not so long ago, but it's going to be Sagat versus Manon as the most likely matchup here. Doorknob's already here, so... But what the fuck is that he put in the chat? Oh shit, wrong person. What is that? I don't know what the hell that's supposed to be. That is peak form. Alright. How much I got left on my monster? Not too much. Danger Swig. Rest in peace, Johnny Danger. That one was for Johnny. Okay. Put some predictions back up, people. Here we go. 2 minutes to cast your votes as to who you think is going to win, but damn, Doorknob's off to an extremely aggressive beginning there. Round start, drive rush overhead. And Doorknob's, Voliant falling for it. Oof, drive reversal? Oh, hell no. Alright, oh my god, trade situation, and immediately Doorknobs just keeps on pushing buttons. Manages to really put the heat on Voliant there. Not much he could do with that DI. Of course, if Doorknobs was to keep on playing full aggro, then they would have been in big trouble, but they were able to tone it down just enough. Okay, lands the command grab for good measure there. Doorknobs has got their drive meter back though. Wow, just content to stand there and take it. Hits him with the stop and bop. Oh shit, oh my god. Very, very tense situation, but he's gonna spend it all. And he calculated exactly how much he needed to kill there. Super, super smart stuff from Doorknobs. Alright, yeah, using that knee to sort of get some plus frames on, forcing Voliant to keep on playing his game there. The throw as well. Extreme pressure, you saw that delayed drive rush there. Allowed Doorknobs to sort of pivot if he felt the need. Oh my goodness. Right with the last little bit of green stuff there, he was able to close out the round. That's the thing about both of these players, extremely high level. You see their ultimate master, but both of them showing a very key skill in Street Fighter, which is that resource management. Right as I say that, Doorknobs is burnt out in the first 15 seconds of the round, but not to worry. He is already up a game and around here. Yeah, being bullied by Voliant, not much he could do there unless he wanted to spend his super meter, which he didn't really want to do. Now we're in that, but we got that 4 stack. Delay timing grab. Voliant knew that Doorknobs would probably try to reset the situation there. Was able to call that out perfectly. Voliant doesn't need much to take this round away. Ah, Tiger Knee fumbled by Doorknobs there, unfortunately. It was an attempt at the Tiger Knee, which would have allowed them to sort of get in for some free real estate. But it happens to the best of us, people. It happens to the absolute best and absolute worst of us. Spends everything for this. The Emperor has indeed spoken. Oh my god. Doorknobs completely avoiding the level 3. Will they have enough to close it out? Yes, they will. And that is a 2-0 so far. One more game for Doorknobs to end this set and make it into our top 3, guaranteeing themselves some prize money. Voliant got to win 3 straight games if they want to try and get their money back here. They're trying to get their bag back. Oh my god. You can't play the game right now? Doorknobs putting Volian in a tough spot because, of course, he could use his drive meter to try and do something like a drive reversal to sort of say, get off of me. But then you put yourself into burnout, which is not an ideal place to be, especially not in the corner. Oh my god, chip killed. Again, that galaxy brain sort of decision from Doorknobs there, forcing Volian into a situation that he simply could not escape. Drive Rush overhead is going to go through, and the Drive Rush jab will go through as well. This is a really, really tough spot for Volian here, especially only having the level 1 available right now. Backing up. Good call. Doorknobs, of course, trying to move back out of the situation, being clipped by a stray button. What are we doing here? The spacing is immaculate. Finds the jump in. Volian will be able to get hella damage if they decide to go for level 3. Yes, we are going to go for it here. I think... Okay, wait, yeah, that's going to kill. I doubted myself for a moment as I saw the, you know, the opening of the super, but that's alright. Volian, of course, as I said moments ago, needs a 3-0 from this point if they want to be able to make it into our winners finals tonight. This is the start of something beautiful, but Doorknobs is still invincible at this point in time. As I say that, they do get checked on the Drive Rush. Volian finding a little bit more confidence to contest in that neutral game, but now we're spending everything. We're spending everything out here. Putting Volian into a burnout situation. Oh my god, he's got no super meter either. He's just going to have to take all of this pressure. There is the stun, and there is Doorknobs making it into our winners finals. Wow. That is the end of that match there, everybody. So, our winners finals will be Altonus versus Doorknobs. That's going to be happening a little bit later on, but I do have some match results for you all. So, just shy of our top 8 for tonight. Big ups to Laney, Dragnor, King Lewis, and Yesin, who were just shy of top 8. Thank you very much for playing. Hopefully you have enjoyed these Street Fighter events, and hopefully we will see you in the future when these events go up again, if they do go up again. But we're going to go down to our losers side now. So, of course, yeah, Altonus says, yes, I won! Yes! Well, you're going to have to wait a little while before your next match, so perhaps go get yourself hydrated and well fed if you're not already, because we're going to make our way through the losers side right now. Well, we have ECO taking on Grove for our next match here. Now, ECO I don't think we have actually seen on stream before. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but Kimberly player, I believe. Grove, on the other hand, a very formidable Elena. Let us bring them in. Grove's already here, so we'll just make sure we got ECO. Oh, Grandmaster with the Kimberly. Love to see it. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see your Kage on ID 8624. Thank you so much for the follow over there on TikTok. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Your crimes are mostly committed elsewhere. We're about to see an armed robbery happen on stream right now, people. But of course, you can cast your votes and perhaps you'll be the one getting robbed. Perhaps you'll be the one doing the robbing. If your vote is correct. The winner of this will be taking on Volian. Commit them crimes. Sorry, that's off center. Let me fix that. Boom. And here we go. Extremely bright stage that we're playing on right now. We are absolutely lighting up your night here on the Flightless Arashi stream. The Grove saying, get off of me right now. ECO immediately putting them straight back into the corner situation, using those spray cans to sort of lock Grove down for an extended period of time. Here we go though, mix up into a reset situation, and just like that, Grove has the life lead here. Getting checked out! Oh my god, what an into-air. Oh, not enough to kill. But whoa, insane in the membrane. ECO doesn't need much to take this away. They were burnt out, not much needed, but of course the ODDP. I feel like that was a pretty difficult situation for ECO to be able to escape that. He would really have to be very, very confidently calling out a button from Grove there, which when you're already on like, you know, 2% HP, it's pretty risky. That's alright though. Taking the life lead back, Azuna drop, switching sides over here. Going back to mid-screen though, Slidiana coming through, too far away for it to connect into a full combo. If you do space that out at tip range, you can get a follow-up there, which is absolutely nice to see. Oh my god, getting the elbow drop in there too. Slidiana, that one's going to get punished though, and Grove says, I can do that move as well, mate. Oh no! Not going to spend the super just yet, but Grove is going to get hella damage. One more mix is all it takes, using the drive meter, putting himself in the corner. Oh my god. And that's the critical art, people. ECO had Grove in prime position to be able to get the round away, but instead they have been turned into an absolute soccer ball in honor of the FIFA World Cup. And this is the World Cup. Get your flags up in the air. Get your hands up in the air. Grove taking out the first game here, people. His flag is Aotearoa, New Zealand. ECO, of course, got to try and bring this one back for Aussie right now. Oh, Slidiana! Using the Tiger Knee Tatsu, boom! Instantaneous action. Backdash there from Grove to sort of avoid a follow-up and force ECO to sort of waste their drive meter and get no reward for it, but ECO has found their way in and sort of spamming the same option because Grove is not dealing with it perfectly. This time though, being checked. Oh my god, spending some of that drive gauge. Keeps himself alive, thankfully. Big pressure coming out. Oh! Oh my god, not enough to kill though, but the Slidiana at the last moment will allow ECO to get around on the board there. Very dangerous because we've seen a couple times now that they've been so close to taking a round away and they, well, it's not even that they fumble it, it's more so that Grove is just so composed, even at that low of a health count. Oh my goodness, that was sick. You absolutely love to see a plan come together. ECO putting down the spray cans, Grove being clipped by the attack, which actually put them down into an explosion, comboing all the way into a level 3, which won't be enough to kill, but puts Grove into a very tough spot. Same as the first round, and closing out the same as the first round with the absolute Slidiana of doom. We've got a big fan in the chat, it seems, Jam Time VT, saying, oh hell yeah. Very clean with it. The slides really catching Grove off guard. This round looking a little bit more different though. Grove seems to be back in the driver's seat celebrating Grand Theft Auto right now. GTA 6 now available for pre-order. No, this is not sponsored. I was going to pre-order it to be honest, but then they haven't even put out gameplay. Come on, man. Maybe this is what the GTA 6 gameplay looked like after all this time. Oh, swapping sides here. And now, it didn't really matter if Grove swapped sides either way, but being able to just sort of keep yourself in that middle of the screen is really important. Now ECO is trapped in the corner here, getting absolutely shimmied for their days. Gonna spend the super meter just to lock down the game. Oh my god, that was a double perfect! Holy shit! Okay, that's kind of can be a knock to the confidence for sure, but don't count out ECO just yet, people. He ain't getting perfected this time, that's for sure. Hey, yo, there's a 112 with a $6 contribution. Thank you so much for that contribution to tonight's prize pool. So our top 3 players will be getting a share of $64.12 USD right now. Still time for that to go up. Damn, brutally putting Grove into a lockdown situation, but of course he has such a life lead here that it really didn't matter. Hold on though, corner position back on his side. Is doing a drop. What are we doing afterwards? Oh, he had it! Oh, the last moment. Got enough meter to get the critical art. That was very, very well calculated by ECO there. Going into round 2 with no super meter, but we do have the buff. Absolutely love to see it. We're in the party zone right now. That's it, gonna. Oh, hold on though. Slightly misspaced the Slidiana, and Grove now getting back into business here. The spacing again working out in their favor. Oh my god. What a play. Grove is not going to spend any of their super meter here because of course they want to save it up for what could be potentially the final round of the set here. They are going to take us there. What is going to happen? ECO of course with level 1, but Grove with a full stick of butter right now. Matter of fact, we got 3 of them calling out the Slidiana this time. That was a punish counter as well. Mad damage, mad wall carry. Oh no. That's, you know, one of these situations where you got to try and guess between your opponent continuing to pressure with their buttons or whether they're just going to go up and try to throw loop you. I think Grove in that case said, I've got a massive life lead here. If I do push, it doesn't matter too much, but that is going to take it. Oh, get swagged on with the healing as well. That was completely unnecessary. Grove taking it away 3-1. But you gotta obviously give props to ECO. They got a very, very swaggy match in. And, well, that is the end of their run. 7th place for ECO there. Extremely well played. Extremely well played. Alright, just a sec, everybody. We are going to go to our next game now. And it will be... Oh! Auckland Mirror Ghost Chips versus T2 Tangy. So another Bison versus Sagat match? Okay. Oh, that's right. And I got Alright, predictions are going to be up as well, people, if you want to cast your votes as to who you think is going to take this set away. You got 2 minutes to do that. Let's get into it. Bison Sagat. I'm sure that these two players have played each other quite a few times. Yes! Over on TikTok. Are the Tekken tournaments only on Monday? Yes! Monday weekly tournament. Yeah. And Street Fighter on Thursdays. That's what my schedule allows. Of course, I run all of these events. Stream, commentate, all this stuff I do normally by myself. Any plans to do weekend tournaments? No, and the reason why is because I already run weekend tournaments in Hamilton in person. So I run local tournaments in H-Town every month. And I am a family man. Yeah. I can only do so much streaming in a week because I have other responsibilities. Hey, that's alright, ECO, you know, sometimes you fumble the bag, sometimes you get the bag. These players right here are absolutely going tooth and nail, trying to make it into that top 3 so that they can get a share of that prize money. So far, prize pool at $64.12 USD. If you want to get a share of that, you got to bring your A game here, and so far Ghost Chips is bringing his A game. Optimize this combo into the level 3. Insane plays. And first game to Ghost. Yeah, but if you want to know more about the tournaments, yes, just join the Discord. It's in my TikTok description, on my profile, and you'll get pinged every Monday for the tournaments. Oh, alright, little bit of a trade here. Ghost Ship still with the life lead though. T2 Tangy, I think, just has to find that confidence to go in, and there we go. We had the drive rush, but Ghost Ship's expected that. It's like, okay, I gave him enough room to breathe. He's gonna want to try and use it. Oh man, he is being locked down in the corner though. Ghost Ships, you see it there where he didn't land an attack, but it was all part of a plan to get right up close to T2 Tangy without him being able to do anything. Oh, OD Stompington manages to hit Ghost Ships before the bomb goes off. We're going to get hella damage once again. Reset opportunity, but Ghost Ships is burnt out, and the jumping attack had the spacing right to be able to land the hit and close out the round. Okay, T2 Tangy may be getting a little bit too telegraphed with the drive rushes here. Ghost Ship says, okay, as soon as I see green, I know I can start mashing. It's all good. I think T2 Tangy maybe just has to sort of be a little bit more comfortable with just moving forward and seeing how much mileage he can get out of that. ODDP to keep himself alive here. Of course, Ghost Ships was just needing one hit into the super to close it out, and that is exactly what we're going to get. Ghost Ships on 2. Okay, so far in this top 8, we've had some very, very one-sided matches, but this is the opportunity for T2 Tangy to bring it back. We saw the dash that time, where, of course, he did not use the drive rush, so caught Ghost Ships off guard, but again being pushed back into the corner. Found the spacing to get the punish counter, wasn't able to follow up with anything though. Oh no. Sagat with those sort of slow big buttons there. Ghost Ship's able to completely beat that. We've got bomb pressure here as well. Super delay, but again finds that long reaching kick to get rid of it. They're playing past the parcel. He said, I don't want that one. You can have it. Oh my goodness. Ghost Ship's drive rushing up into T2 Tangy's face and just moving back. T2 Tangy showing him a lot of respect here. Ghost Ship's, of course, just trying to assess just how much T2 Tangy wanted to hold on to their position. And here we go, Ghost Ships now 1 round away from taking the set. T2 Tangy finding the check here, taking it over to the wall. What are we going to do with it? Oh, again, unfortunately did not move forward to go for the grab, so it did not connect, and Ghost Ships takes the corner position back, and this is going to be a huge combo here as well because of the bomb into level 3. This won't kill, but again, just putting him to an extremely good position to potentially close out this set. Not much needed. What's he going to do with it, though? Oh my... Wow. Wow. That was a stomp from Ghost Ships there. But T2 Tangy played very, very well, right? Even though that was a very, very good, like extremely good set from Ghost Ships, you cannot count out the work that T2 Tangy had put in there. And of course, making it to top 8 tonight was no easy feat. So 7th equal for T2 Tangy. Very, very well played. And hopefully that I will see you in another event that I run in the future. But yeah, let's move on. We now have Volian versus Grove. Losers quarters. This should be a very interesting match. I feel like these two have played in this tournament before, but we shall see who manages to take it out. Grove is already here, so let's just bring in Volian. You get so much better sort of titles in this game. You know, in Tekken, it's just kind of dumb stuff like, what's a tech roll again? Kind of making fun of the fact that they dumb down the game so much that people literally don't actually know what a tech roll is. In this game, they have lots of like silly things and like heaps of titles related to the characters. So like you got Cat Cafe Connoisseur for Cammy. I thought that was a cool one. Bro, who pinging me? Alright. Swap those names around. What's a back roll catch? Alright everyone, just a sec. Your predictions should be up now if you wanted to cast your votes as to who you think is going to win this one. But I feel like there's no surefire winner in this matchup here. We have two Ultimate Master players right now. Elena versus Manon. Grove, of course, playing Elena, going to have a lot of good options to sort of keep Volian away, which is the aim of the game, because of course if Manon does get up in your face and they land some of those command grabs just like that, it's gonna do hella damage, especially now that we have 5 medals. Volian looking very decorated at this point in time. Bring back Thing. Yeah. He needs that. Bring back Lucky Chloe down forward 4 counter hit combo. That shit is sick. Alright, Grove managing to find the burnout situation. Going to be able to get some free pressure on Volian here. If Volian does want to get out, they will have to spend some super meter, which they do, and they get the corner positioning back, but they just stood there, I guess, expecting Grove maybe to sort of approach in an aggressive manner. Kind of wanted to force him to make a mistake, but there's no mistakes to be made with that combo right there. Volian takes out game 1. Whoa! Very scary, just barely able to recover in time there. Grove does get clipped, too close to the wall to survive that, but fumbled! Follow-up from Volian there. Not able to get an additional medal. Right, does land the counter hit. Wall positioning looking great for Grove here, but they do get clipped because the button was slightly mistimed. Oh my goodness, both of them just sort of sitting there looking at each other. Who's going to make the first move? You're in burnout zone. I just realized Loser's Quarters is super off-center, so I apologize for that. Let's fix that up. And Grove is on the board. What we doing over here? Hold up. Just a sec. Oh my god. Sorry, people just had to deal with something off stream there, but we are back and Grove is back too, back in action. Fantastic spacing, gonna use some drive gauge to keep the combo going, and of course Grove not only being able to get a good chunk of damage on the board, but also perfectly finding the corner. Going to get mad damage off that combo too. Jab check from Volian was enough to sort of shut down the momentum of Grove here, and now it's time for Volian to do their thing. Dash command grab. 3 medals for Volian here, but Grove says, alright, I'm sick of this. I know what you're trying to do to me right now. You're gonna pay the price for that. With the 4 medals, hella damage, not enough to kill here, but they will get clipped. Grove trying to move away from Volian, but they were caught by a stray button. And now we go into round 2. Volian up in terms of resources, already with 4 medals. And there we go, gonna get the 5th as well. This makes Grove's job so much harder for the rest of this game. It's really, really rough when you lose the first round and the Manon already has so much on the table. You can see it here. Grove saying, shit, I gotta spend all my meter just to keep myself alive right now. Big buttons. Able to call it out though. Thought that maybe, just maybe, Volian would try and push there again. But no, he rolled for a little bit too long. I think Grove was thinking, keep rolling, 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 what? And then they sort of rolled a little bit too much, and so they met an unfortunate demise. Chocolate starfish! Oh no. Boot up Fatal Fury? I can jump on Fatal Fury, man, if you want to play. I was gonna play Tekken after this, but... Slidiana! Oh my goodness. Yeah, my boy, what's his name? What's that cunt's name that is the singer for Limp Bizkit? The GOAT? Like, I can't remember what his name is. I'm a fake fan. I'm so mesmerized trying to think of what the name was, but I didn't even get to focus on the game here. Yeah, Fred Durst, that's right. Valiant looking like Fred Durst right now because he's a bit of a winner, taking out that game. Boom! Wait, I just realized, did I forget to put a point on the board? Because I think that's the end, right? Fuck, I'm tripping. Sorry guys, that is the end for that match right there. Big GG's. I got distracted by something that happened earlier off stream there, so not to worry. Yo, Frederick Durstolfen. That's the end of the road for Grove here. Gonna finish up in the 5th place position. Valiant moving on to our losers semi-finals, moving ever so closer to being able to take some of the money that they donated back, which would be very interesting if that was the case. We're moving on now to see Ghost Chips versus Goo Goo Bird. I have to wonder if these two have ever actually played each other before. Because again, a losers quarters match. Let me just pay out that last thing, and then let's get into the action. Fuck. I'm not a LARPer, man. I had a lapse in judgment. I had a what they call a brain fart. All right. Sometimes that happens in life. And when you have a brain fart, I'm gonna be there. And I'm gonna say shame on you for calling me a LARPer all that time ago on my stream on the 25th of June 2026. Oh! Alright, Ghost Chips, of course, expecting that Goo Goo Bird would move forward with some buttons. Of course, they got the level 2 out on the screen. They're probably going to be doing some crazy shit. So, of course, it was very likely that they would try and push. Damn, they managed to get the punish counter in that situation? There we go. Ghost Chips using the drive reversal that time just to say, alright, you can't play that game against me, but fantastic spacing and footsies from Ghost Chips here. That button a little bit too slow. Rashid, of course, a very quick character, able to shut down those slow, oppressive buttons. Critical art! Mad damage just put him into the burnout situation. Goo Goo Bird probably going to try and push some buttons here to try and take the game back. No, just sits there and takes it. Level 1! And that's enough. There was nothing Ghost Chips could do about that one after being burnt out. Very smart call from Goo Goo Bird. Good awareness of the situation that they had found themselves in. Alright, you absolute arrogant fool. Going over to the corner, we got the bomb as well. Gotta be careful there. Oh! Ghost Chips, I think, could have kept the combo going before. Tried to sort of get a little bit greedy there and squeeze out more damage off of the bomb situation. But Goo Goo Bird was able to escape that fate. Now he has one last chance to reverse this curse. Gonna spend his level 3, and he had it first. Because Ghost Chips still only has a level 1. Picture perfect, not enough to kill though. Goo Goo Bird in the burnout situation. Ghost Chips with a big opportunity if he can land an attack here. Oh shit, big buttons. Not going to be able to get the chip kill now unless Gugubird somehow makes an insane lapse in judgment here. Wow, don't know what Ghost Chips did, but he didn't push a button or anything. I guess stood up for whatever reason. So Gugubird takes that game on. The drive rush ate my charge. Damn, that sucks. That sucks. So Gugubird takes out the first game. Sorry, I forgot to put Gugubird's bloody his team tag on. OCE Chinese fighting game community. Ghost Chips. New Zealand bots. Oh! Representing Auckland Ranbats. The Ranbatiana. Nice, good one. Of course, it does shut down the projectile here, so Ghost Chips able to get up in there, keeping the bomb on you too, but Gugubird does land an attack. He's on literal pixel and a dream. Will he get his dream here tonight? That is the question. But no, the backdash will be enough for Ghost Chips to completely avoid the throw attempt from Gugubird. He ain't gonna respect you like that, Gugubird. I think you gotta go back to the drawing board on that one. You don't know who you're dealing with. You're dealing with a future US Army soldier. Speaking of US Army soldier, I bought a shirt from the US today and it cost me $160. Fuck my Chungus life. That's what M. Bison is saying right now. Being trapped in the corner like that. Gugubird doing a really good job at actually sort of controlling Ghost Chips' offense here. I think he's mixing up the options with Rashid very well, but got a little bit too egregious with the buttons there. So Ghost Chips finds a way out. Now you got a bomb situation. He got a bomb strapped to his chest. Wow, okay, that's actually a really smart timing from Gugubird to use the DI to actually nullify the bomb and allow him to sort of put some pressure on Ghost Chips. Here we go though, level 3 has been spent. You're now in burnout as well. Of course, you gotta be wary if you are Ghost Chips that Gugubird could spend some of his super meters. So you see him there actually just reset into a grab, but as I mentioned, Gugubird can use his level 1 just to get out of there. And he's oh yeah. Okay. Nice try, buddy. Nice try. Thought he could play the lame game against Ghost Chips. He was mistaken. We are 1 for 1. Ghost Chips just sort of standing there and watching, not sure what to expect when Gugubird manages to get the full tornado out there on the screen. Oh my goodness, gonna be insane damage. Ghost Chips, hella damage here. Look at that. That's no super or nothing. And Gugubird again goes for the OD spinning mixer. Wow, this guy is confident. Oof. Finishes the string. Ghost Chips taking out round 1. Pretty good round for him, all things considered. I think Gugubird got a little bit too crazy with it. Hey. Are we too slow? What are we doing though? Bomb stuff! Yeah, Gugubird was going to try something to try and nullify the pressure there. So Ghost Chips says, okay, I got a good option to deal with this. Gugubird trying to parry as one way to shut it down, and he meets an unfortunate end off that grab. And then we have level 3. There's no chance of survival. Ghost Chips going to take out that game. No matter how scaled that combo was, it was never going to be enough to keep my boy Gugubird alive. Oh, yeah, a little bit too long to recover after the overhead there. Ghost Chips probably got to get more of a combo off, but not that it seems to matter. Oh, hey, he knew that Gugubird wanted to jump out of the corner that time. He just wasn't able to catch him. When I catch you, Ricky. When I catch you, Ricky. He's just gonna break my shit. Take you over to the wall, though. What are we gonna do over here? Oh, we both sort of swinging for the fences. Ghost Ships goes for the big low, has to deal with the hard knockdown Oki, and he gets absolutely jebaited. Hey, hey, hey! Oh no! Shimmied for his absolute days. Well, not too much. It was more like a lazy Sunday. Wake up in the late afternoon. He didn't get too much of a reward at all, actually. Ghost Ship's going to get hella damage off of this. No bomb pressure, but he does have the wall. Gugaboo going to find the way out, just like that. Really smart play, and switching sides. Alright, level 2 pressure as well. How does Ghost Ship survive this? Will he have to spend any of that precious level 3 that he's been holding on to? Jumps into the tornado. This is going to be fuckload of damage, and that's going to take it. Goo Goo Bird. You get actually insane damage off of that particular special move. In that particular situation. So here we go. Final game between these two players. Will New Zealand survive in this tournament? That is the big question that we have right now. Ghost Ship's the last New Zealand representative here, but Goo Bird seems to have his number at least in this first round. Ghost Ship's trying to jump away. Found it the hard way. You can't do that. Oh, that was very lucky for Goo Bird that he was able to parry in that situation. Ghost Ship's thought they had the timing on the jump in, but they will have the timing right on the drive reversal punish. Hella damage. Gonna spend some drive meter and put the bomb on you. That's half HP. Can he land an attack? That's the question. Backing up there. Goo Goo Bird pushing buttons. Expecting after the bomb that Ghost Ships would want to take his turn there. Want to take his precious frames. Level 2 is going to be spent here. What does Ghost Ships do? Gets clipped by the jumping attack. And there is enough to kill. Goo Goo Bird is on set point off of that reset situation. I don't know exactly what Ghost Ships did, but it was a bad call. Oh my god. Super risky. Overhead is going to work out though. Too far on that. The spacing just been slightly off for Ghost Ships here against the Rashid. Alright, switching sides though. Please, baby, don't go switching sides. I need you in my life. In my life. And Ghost Ships definitely needs something to keep himself alive here because he is very low on drive meter as well. That is something that he needs to be observant of. Wake up level 3! Put the man down. Bro, the absolute homeless man just slammed him into the floor. Oh, drive rush overhead's going to be hella damage into the level 2 Oki as well. How does Ghost Ship survive this one? He has kind of fumbled in previous situations. Too far away for that to connect, but that one will seal the deal, and Goo Goo Bird eliminates Ghost Ships from tonight's tournament. No New Zealand survivors in our top 4, which means the stream has the end early. Alright, sorry guys. Alright, I had to keep things going. I'm sorry, I can't let it end that way. So we are going to go to our winners finals now, people, to decide who is making it to guaranteed top 2. And who's guaranteed more money. So, give me a sec. Winners final. It is Altonus versus Doorknobs. Who's knocking on your door? Who could it be knocking at my door? That's all we're about to find out right now. Alright. If you want to cast your votes on this one, people, you can do so. Altonus looking very, very solid with the Chun-Li so far tonight. Doorknob similarly with the cigar. Alright, just tracking down Altonus. Bro, he's offline though. Okay. Just waiting for the players to jump in here, but it's going to be an absolute banger of a match. Chun-Li versus Sagat, the most likely matchup that we're going to get here. And if we look at both of these players, it appears that both players have only dropped one game so far tonight. Just one. So, let's see how this one's going to go. One player is going to lose their first set tonight. One player moves on guaranteed into the grand finals, where they will be getting guaranteed 30% of the prize pool, at minimum. At the absolute minimum. You do lose this, you're still guaranteed at least 10% though, guaranteed a top 3 finish here. However, of course, there is still time for our prize pool to increase. So you could be seeing these players get even more of a reward, or if we can make it over 100 USD in the prize pool, then we can pay out the entire top 4. So far so good for Doorknobs here, able to get an OD finish in the first round. The wall carry coming through for him. Drive rush overhead. He has actually had a resounding amount of success with drive rush overhead in the matches that we have seen from him tonight. Big pressure though. Delayed medium punches. It's absolutely brutal to witness, and it's just as brutal to deal with. Oh shit. You're burnt out now too. And that is it. Doorknobs looking incredibly solid here in the first game of our winners final. We're breaking those ankles. Oh! Very long recovery on the punch from Doorknobs there, but it still was enough to avoid a follow-up from Altonus. Oh, Tiger need to try and avoid the Kikoken there. Man, great spacing from Doorknobs. Knew that he was at the right position where he would be able to not only not trade with the Kikoken, but actually catch Altonus out of the sky. That's how you know he got some experience here. Finding the jump in as well. Doesn't even need super meter for it. First round of game 2 to Doorknobs. Dosh. Okay, get into whiff punish, going to be insane damage on that as well. Finding some oaks with the whiffed Tiger Knee. But Altonus back on the board here. Shimmy attempted, but again the spacing is immaculate from Doorknobs. Altonus trying to be the one to get Doorknobs to start pushing, but it's simply not the case. He kind of gets a little bit impatient and puts out a button for himself. Just like that, again, Doorknobs is a footsie god. Breaking those legs. Game 2, Doorknobs. That super from Sagat just always gets me. I just feel it. Being absolutely booted with the might of Zeus into your sort of thigh area. It would hurt a lot. This combo hurts even more. Take it to the wall. That is gonna kill. Perfect finish, and Doorknobs is 1 round away from grand finals winner's side. Ooh, whoa. Alright, take you over to the wall. What are we doing with it? Slightly too slow on the follow-up there. Altonus putting a button out, which was a little risky, but they had to do something to get themselves back in the game. Too far away for the load to connect here. You got to be very careful. Of course, Doorknobs will spend the level 2. Keep the combo going to get the wall position and some insane Oki off of the whiffed Tiger Knee. Perfect spacing for a follow-up. We've got the level 1 now as well. Gotta be so careful, Altonus. Don't let yourself get burnt out here. There's the grab. That is going to be enough to seal the deal. And Doorknobs finishing it with a 3-0. I think that was a triple no-round break. Very, very well played by Doorknobs there. Making it, of course, into the grand finals for tonight on the winner's side. Guaranteed at least 30% of the prize pool here. And now we have to decide who will be joining Doorknobs in our grand finals. We're going back down to the loser side. We have Volian versus Goo Bird, which should be a good match. Losers semi-finals here, people. Cast your votes as to who you think is going to win. You got 2 minutes to decide. Live or die. Make your choice. We're bringing back the Jigsaw references for everybody. Speaking of Jigsaw references, dude, I cannot tell you all how much raw disappointment I felt in my heart when they showed the trailer for that new Saw game, and then they revealed it was an asymmetric multiplayer. I was like, yes! And then I saw the gameplay and I was like, oh. It hurt. It hurt a lot. It hurt just as much as it would hurt being put into a Saw trap and surviving. It'd be very painful. But right now, these players are fighting for their lives, and Goo Bird is on JP for this matchup. So no Rashid to start this off. I wonder why. I guess JP a much better character to play that zoning game with, but no zoning was seen at all there in the first round. Oh my god. The confident approach from Volian there to just walk up in Goo Bird's face. I'm not sure what Goo Bird was trying, but it all seems to be going wrong so far. The bait from Volian, and he's going to spend the level 2 hella damage. Boom, boom, boom. Not enough to kill. What's he going to do though? Oh my god. Double perfect on that JP. Volian saying, get that shit out of here. Go back to your main character. He's not going to do it though. Goo Bird going with JP again. Oh my god, same strategy from Goo Bird. Even as Volian approaches, Goo Bird puts out the OD spikes. That was extremely risky. Alright, no perfect this time though. That's the moral victory. No. No. Oh shit. Mix up City Hard, knockdown Oki situation, and we get into Fat Tap's dash in there for the command grab. We got 2 stacks. 2 chains, muscle on that beat. Oh. Jump over. Holy shit. Spends the super for that, but it's well worth it. Of course, with 2 medals on deck as well as we head into round 2. Oh, Goo Bird is just not feeling confident, it seems. Completely looking like a deer in the headlights as Volian jumped in towards them. We got the 4 medals right now as well. Be careful, don't get perfected again. Don't let it happen to you, Goo Bird. Okay, wait a minute. Oh my god, no. Will Goo Bird lock in with JP? That is the question. If they lose this next game, no prize money. Alright, yeah, we're back on the Rashid now. So, alright, the JP pick didn't quite work the way I was hoping it would. We're going back to the old faithful. The old faithful. Yeehaw! That was my cowboy impression. Rate it out of 10, please. This town ain't big enough for the 2 of us. There can only be 1 moving on in this matchup here. Holy shit, 8.5 from Doorknobs? Yo, I appreciate that, Doorknobs. That's a good rating. My dog even popped off for that. You would have heard that in the background. Now, Goo Bird, of course, back on their main character. Seems to be looking much better here. Ultimate Master with the Rashid. But Volian again getting that corner positioning back. Finds the spacing, and Goo Bird still just pushing buttons as well. Volian did not expect that. It was like, wow, he really going to try and mash there? That's crazy. Oh shit! He's dead. Cristiano Ronaldo absolutely suied him against the wall once again. FIFA World Cup represent. What if you went to the club and M. Bison was there? I would probably say, how'd you even get to my side of the club? You can't even get in. Lag out. That's what I would do. That's exactly what I would do. I don't know if my microphone like cut out in that situation. It cuts out sometimes when I try to do really cool, exciting things. Speaking of cool and exciting things, Gugabird is going to find the drive rush here. Big pressure, but it's not going to be enough to escape the fate of the drive reversal. That is going to kill. Gugabird had the right call, but not the right amount of health to survive that trade. And here we go, Volian now 1 round away from eliminating Gugabird and guaranteeing themselves a share of the money that they donated themselves. Oh, the overhead Gugabird getting a good chance here now. Level 2 on deck. Are we going to spend it? Will we need to spend it? That's the better question. Next up, City finds the... Oh, shit. That killed. That was crazy. Good stuff from Gugabird getting back on the board here. Sometimes you get in a situation like this and it's like, oh man, I should have played this character from the start. Worst case is like, you know, you do so well, you get to game 3 and then you lose. It's like, oh man, you know what? If I was playing that character from the start, this could have been a very different story here. Whoa! Volian, lucky, does get the perfect parry on that though. Going to go for their 3rd medal here. Drive reversal. Gugabird says, I don't want to deal with the pressure. I don't want to risk being command grabbed once again. They're going to completely avoid it that time, actually. Holy shit, super pressure for some insane damage. Oh, no. No way. Playing a lame game. He's burnt out, but no, that is going to connect. Volume hard knockdown. Level 1? No, completely whiffed. That sucks. Now he has only 1 stick of butter to work with in this round as well. Volian attempting to check there. Gugabird was setting up for something. Volian didn't get close enough as the charge was going on, so he kind of had to make a play around what Gugabird did next. In that case, Gugabird was able to sort of, I guess, beat him to the punch. Or matter of fact, Volian was too early on the punch themselves. We got that 5 stack though. You get command grabbed, it's over. Gugabird says, okay, I have to not allow Volian to get in their zone here. And right as he said that, that is going to be level 3, and that is the end. Volian takes it away with their 3-1 finish. Very, very well played by both. Gugabird out in 4th. That's rough, dude. That is rough. Alright. Losers finals here, people. So congratulations, of course, to Doorknobs, Altonus, and Volian, who are guaranteed some of that sweet, sweet prize money. Matter of fact, of course, Volian donated most of the prize money, so that'll be nice for them to get some of it back. But Altonus is going to say, hey, thanks, man. I want to take some of that too. I appreciate you. You're a real one. We do have first to 3 losers final here, people. If you are watching on Twitch, you can cast your votes. Well, Chai's making fun of me? How's Chai making fun of me? He's from Sydney. Tell him the joke's already, you know. He is the joke in that situation. Fuck, hold on. Don't worry, people, back in the game now. Boom! Look in the general? I'm trying to run a tournament. How can I look in the general when I'm trying to run a tournament, dude? That's fucking bullshit that my game crashed so many times. You better tell them that it's not my fault. You better tell them it's not my fault, man. Alright, well. Altonus is saying, hey, it was not my fault that I lost that round. I got robbed. We're going to try and bring it back here now. Playing a much more solid, neutral game. I think Volian has this style where they kind of don't really have to do a hell of a lot. It's what they do that counts. He do some good stuff. Now we've got the 5 medals as well. You got to be so careful here, Altonus, while you're jumping, buddy. Take that level 3. Bro, he dude on him. First game. Alright. Altonus has the lock in, dude. He's kind of been trailing behind since making it to the grand finals here. But, you know, still time for this to turn around. Command grab though. We got the 4 medals here, and it's only the first round. Dashing up, and Volian, I think, expecting that Ultimus would do something like the OD reversal. Matter of fact, he did nothing. Huh? You got told to shut up. And my auto mod turned on. That was very offensive, what Kendrick just said. Oh! Both players whiffing grabs there. Dangerous. Volian, of course, is in the burnout zone as well. Ultimus going to spend everything for this. Are we going to go for the level 2? Third strike, Justin Wong. Oh my god, he got put into the checkmate position. I think Volian, I don't know if he could have used the super to escape that. I feel like it's possible, but regardless, the chip kill did go to Ultimus in that situation. Whoa, command grab attempted. He wanted to have his level 5 there. Ultimus saying, hell no, not today! Damn, the counter hit goes through there. No combo to follow up, but Volian is in a love lockdown at this point in time. And here we go. We are going to get medal number 5. Oh, there was the OD reversal that Volian tried to call out previously. And look at the damage. You got to deal with the mix-up once again. Big damage off of that too. Oh, critical art on deck for Ultimus. Can he kill with this combo? Oh, I don't think this will kill. It's going to do a lot of damage though. Yeah. There we go. Both players burnt out. Whoa! That was youngster. Volian sort of knew that Ultimus would try to do something like that just to shut him down, but Ultimus had, Volian had an option to deal with it. Take you over to the wall. What are we going to do here? You're trapped. Ultimus spacing slightly off. You've got to be so careful now with Volian with the 5 medals as well. He's going to find a way into the level 3 here. Going to be mad damage in this situation. We're dancing on him. You get command grabbed, you're dead. Whoa, don't even worry about a command grab here. One tap and you're dead. Perfect parry though, nice call. Pixel and a dream, but he's not going to survive this. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, damn. Oh my god. Volian going to get game number 2 in that situation. That was an insane sequence. I can't lie. I can't lie. This is definitely me as I'm watching Street Fighter 6. That can indeed happen. There's a 1122. When you DI on the exact same frame, you get that sort of trade situation. It's pretty cool. Yeah. If you want some OG Arashi lore, when I was in primary school, I used to be a YouTube poop creator. Unfortunately, one of my friends hacked my YouTube and deleted all my videos, and I had no backups, so there's no evidence of that. But it's true, I promise. Oh, the jump. So dangerous. Ultimus has been caught jumping in those situations many times before. He's not going to be able to jump out of that one. He's fucking dead. Perfect finish. Volian. 1 round away from moving on to grand finals here. Ultimus, you got to lock in, dude. No more jumping in the corner. Oh, shit! Alright. Volian going to back off here. Ultimus playing it a little bit safer. Alright, we've got the SBK going on right now. Very scary, but Volian does have a huge momentum in this. Holy fuck, it's going to do so much damage. Oh man, this is rough. Drive rushing again. What happened? Oh, okay, we're alright. We're okay. I thought maybe like Ultimus plugged or something. That would have been really funny, but that's not the case. He's going to survive a little bit longer. Overheat attempted. Both players burnt out, but the grab is going to go through. Volian will take it away with a 3-0 finish. And that is the end for Ultimus. Going to finish up tonight in the 3rd place position. For their first Flightless tournament, very, very good stuff. Of course, Ultimus was previously a champion when I was doing the showdown events back in the day. But you can't win them all, as a wise man once said. So we now have a run back here, people. We have Doorknobs versus Volian happening once again. Volian on the loser's side, Doorknobs on winners. This is our grand finals tonight, so make some noise. Thank you, of course, everybody for tuning in to for the Flightless weekly tournaments on Thursdays over the last couple of weeks. Hopefully you have all enjoyed the shows thus far. I really appreciate the fact that people were so engaged with the events, and also so, I guess, I've been around the Street Fighter community for a long time, or the fighting game community in OCE for a very long time. But I just appreciate people, I guess, welcoming me back into the Street Fighter area. But hopefully you have enjoyed these matches, and let's have a fantastic grand final. So, cast your votes as to who you think is going to win, but of course Volian has his work cut out for him here. You have to win 6 games against Doorknobs if you want to be tonight's champion. Doorknobs did beat Volian 3-0 when they played earlier in the night. It's going to be a very tough battle. Well, Volian off to a good start here. Definitely more fired up after all of this time. That $64.12 prize pool there. $58.12 of that being donated by Volian themselves. So even if he wins, he won't be able to get all of that money back, but it has definitely fired up the competition here, you know? It's kind of like, damn, man. I know what I'm fighting for. I'm bringing my A game from this point onwards. Not that they weren't already bringing their A game, now they're bringing their triple A game. Now they're bringing their quadruple A game. Grand Theft Auto 6. Available for pre-order now. $150,000 for Ultimate Gangster Edition. Alright, big pressure going on here. Regular grab this time. We got the 5 stack from Volian though, so Doorknobs has to really check himself before he wrecks himself in the neutral situation. Gonna try to get as much damage on the board as he can without having to risk too much against Volian here. So he will have no super meter, but now he has Volian burnt out, and he can kind of force Volian to play his game for a little while. Gotta be wary, of course, whenever Volian decides to use a super meter, but they won't! The stun is going to go through for Doorknobs here. Going to get hella damage off of this, but of course no super available, so we just have to take what we can get here. Regular grab attempted. Volian though just holding it. Holding strong in that position, but they die for it. Man, great conversion from Doorknobs there. Just the knowledge that you can combo after that. Amazing. Oh no, attempting the big slidey under. Volian in big trouble after that. The streak continues for Doorknobs here. Alright, we're breaking the ankles. Too far on that one. Volian not confident enough to push at that time. You don't want to sort of push a button slightly too late and then get whiff punished yourself. That's kind of like the eternal struggle when you're playing this game. Spacing and timing work together hand in hand. Or foot in foot. Because they'd be calling it footsies out here. Oh, yeah, what do you think about that one? Well, Doorknobs is going for some absolute footsies right now with the drive rush low. Taking it over to the corner for some big plus frames, big games, big James. Is his name James? I don't know, but he's definitely playing some big games out here. Holy fuck. It does a lot of damage. Not much needed to close out this particular game here as well. There's the command grab though. Volian says never give up. You know, I got to grand finals for a reason. I'm trying to show you all. But here we are. 2 games up to Doorknobs here in the grand finals. 1 more to become the champion. Wow, both players jumping at each other. Doorknobs able to beat Volian to the punch in that situation. Volian's like, alright, I just want to sort of start off strong here, get in a good position to start going for some command grabs and things like that. Doorknobs is like, oh, well, I knew you were going to do that. I knew you were going to do that before you knew you were going to do that. Oh my god, burnout. Both players burnt out actually, so it's kind of an even-Steven situation. We moved on from James now, we're talking about Steven out here. Wow, fantastic whiff punish from Volian. Too far away for that. There we go, you're gonna get punished. Doorknobs. Oh shit. Someone's connection getting choppy. I hope it's not me. But it doesn't seem to bother the players too much. We're spinning around right now, get out of my way. Volian on track for something beautiful here. Going to spend all the super meter to take the life lead and put Doorknobs very close to burnout. Oh, okay, he is going to get the burnout. He got this sort of, like, lockdown situation. Doorknobs is able to avoid one of those pokes from Volian, and now he gets a chance for himself. Here we go again. Shit. Here we go again. Wow, confirms it to the level 3. Critical art as well. And Volian's going to be burnt out again. Getting fucking absolutely... I can't believe that Manon's head didn't get absolutely exploded like a watermelon there. That is going to be a... Oh! It was a lock! But this is it, everyone. Doorknobs right now could be the one to take it all here. Alright, stops the drive rush in its tracks, thinking Volian may try to approach early, try to bait something out, but that was a great option from Doorknobs to completely avoid the command grab, stopping Volian from getting the level 5. Now we're in the corner, you're burnt out, you're playing against the guard, you're in a bad position. Volian, though, bringing it back. Insane usage of the super, the level 1. Playing from full screen, you're Manon, you have to approach. Doorknobs with a massive life lead now. He can just sort of play this game as long as he wants. Oh, swapping sides there. I'm not sure if the Tiger Shot was what he wanted, but that's what he got. No way! And here we are, Volian on the board now, stopping the streak. Oh, okay, too far away for the special move to connect there. Doorknobs not able to actually get any sort of punish on though Volian, however, getting the 2 stack. Holy shit, okay, OD. Some people think that I'm OD. Oh, burnout. Too far away for the drive reversal to connect there, so even though Doorknobs is burnt out, actually he was in a pretty favourable position. Got clipped though, and now you get him put in an absolute Twitch clip here. Volian, swagging on you. I'm swagging on you. That's not a real song. That's why the vocals kind of sounded off. I wasn't sure sort of what note I was trying to vocalize in that moment. I'm feeling kind of tone deaf. And Volian says, I'm trying to make Doorknobs find his tone deaf at this moment. I'm trying to take him to his absolute death. As I land this attack. Level 5 on you. Gotta watch out from this point. Doorknobs with the life lead, but you get clipped by 2 things from Volian and the round is over. And the game is over. Volian. Great opportunity to push a button to escape, but not that time. And Doorknobs, once again, getting back up in there. Got to bear in mind, of course, Volian does have that 5 stack. Any command grab is going to do an insane amount of damage from this point. Oh, no drive rush overhead for you, sir. That's like the one time that hasn't worked, and it was because Volian just was like, alright, get off of me. I'm using all my butter out here. Right back at you. It doesn't do a lot of damage because of how it was comboed into. But it allows Doorknobs to sort of run down the timer a little bit on that burnout, which is very important. Wow! Man, the confidence from Doorknobs to just go for the overhead there. Very, very close to having his drive meter back. He's going to find it. Volian not able to get in there fast enough to stop the drive gauge from coming back. Getting clipped in his dome. Got to be so careful right now. If your name is Volian, going to the wall here. Great position if you are Sagard. Punish counter on the parry. Big damage here, and that is gonna take it, everybody. Doorknobs is your champion for week 9 of the Flightless Weeklies. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful stuff that you saw there. Very big GG's to both of those players there. You're my biggest fans. Sign my forehead. Sign my forehead. That's a big forehead. You got a lot of space. Go for it. But that's the end, everybody. 16 players entered the tournament tonight, and it all came down to Doorknobs and Volian. And so that is Doorknobs' second victory. Volian also a previous champion. So... What was it, his second one? No, I think it was the first... Yeah, that was his second victory. He'd won back in week 3, where he won $80 US, by the way. So he's going to be taking away 60% of that prize pool. A very, very chunky reward that was well deserved with the gameplay that we saw tonight. Hard luck, of course, to Volian, who absolutely played their heart out, but Doorknobs proved to be too powerful. Alright everyone, so that's the end of the Street Fighter 6 Weekly for tonight. Thank you again everybody for tuning in. I do hope that you all enjoyed the show. Once again, as I was saying earlier, it's been an absolute pleasure to host the Street Fighter community over these last few weeks. Hopefully you have all enjoyed these Street Fighter Weekly tournaments. I won't be doing one next week, okay? There's not going to be one next week because I'm not going to be home. There might be one the week after. There might be. But I can't promise it. Oh! Thank you, Lazy Gamer 127. I appreciate that so much. I appreciate that. So yeah, I'll do one the following week. If I am, for some reason, if I am home next Thursday, then of course I'll set one up as quickly as I can. But I'm supposed to be going away for a few days, so I won't have my computer. So yeah. Hopefully you have all enjoyed these tournaments. Of course, it's been a long time since I've been running Street Fighter tournaments and commentating Street Fighter as well. So I love Street Fighter. I mean, I have always loved fighting games my whole life, but Street Fighter 6 I had to take a bit of a back seat from that game for a long time. But you know, I do plan to play it a bit more over time. And if I'm ever running tournaments again, well, you know where to come. You know where. Pause. Sorry. You know where to go for the tournaments. But yeah, that is it for tonight. Is the message that I always love to close it out with, though. Support your locals. If you've got local tournaments in your areas, please go to them. Offline events. They are an amazing, amazing time. You can meet like-minded players. You can get games in, no lag. Instant feedback. Ask a question, get an answer within seconds. Even if the answer is, I'm not sure about that. But it happens. It's right then and there. You finish playing your games, maybe you're out of the tournament, head outside, go grab a bite with one of your newfound friends, or perhaps even rivals that you have met at the local event, and then come back next time stronger and see if you can take it out. That's what locals are all about. I absolutely love locals. I've been going to locals for close to 10 years now, and I've been running them for close to 10 years too, which is pretty cool. I run locals in Hamilton, Aotearoa, New Zealand. So if you are in the Hamilton area, please come through every month. I won't be running one next month because I'm going to Canada, so I'm going away and then I'll be back. August, we'll have Hambats in Hamilton. If you're in Auckland, they do tournaments every 2 weeks. Auckland Rambats, they've got it literally this Saturday. I might make an appearance. We shall see. It probably is likely that I can go, actually, so we'll see how we go. But that's every 2 weeks. If you're in Wellington, they have tournaments every 2 weeks at the Respawn Esports Centre, and they have a big tournament coming up in 2 weeks' time. Second Wind. It's one of the biggest tournaments of the year in New Zealand, so definitely go check it out. No Jackson Burgers this year, though, unless Jackson gets the Respawn Kitchen at the venue that he's running it at. It's going to be at a new venue this year. I'm not going to be there, unfortunately, but I really hope everybody has a great time. And same weekend, in Australia, they also have Battle Arena Melbourne, which I'll talk about later as well. But in Christchurch, South Island, they also have monthly events there. So if you are in the South Island, please go head up to the Christchurch monthly Rambats. They would love to have you there. If you're in Australia, I'm not from Australia, I'm not an expert, but I know that they have local tournaments in every single state. At least one that you could go to. So please go to it. If you need help finding one of those events, let me know. I'll help you out. I am more than happy to help you try and find your local home. I sound like a real estate agent. That's not what I was going for, but I'll roll with it. But yeah, that is kind of it for this stream. I'm going to take a little break and then I'm going to come back and play some Tekken for a bit. Yeah, I need to get my rank back up because my game crashed like 6 times today. Now I'm on like a 12% disconnection rate and everybody thinks that I'm a plugger, but I didn't do it. It made me lose so many points that I almost got demoted. So we had to go back and try it again. But yeah, that is it. So have a great night, people. If you do want to stick around, I'll just take a break for a little, go get a drink of water and stuff, and I'll be back. Thank you, Fishy Bowl, for the follow, by the way. Appreciate that so much. And yeah, peace out. Fuck, I was supposed to record a clip for TikTok, and then I ended up recording for like 7 minutes of myself rambling. So, whoops. I'll fix that. Anyway, peace.